Welcome to Not for Broadcast. This is I don't know how long this game has been out for, but I know it's in early access still. But I got it on Steam, and it looked really good. I watched a couple of YouTubers play it, and it was just funny. What you could do is basically you're I would say a news editor, and you gotta try and make sure you don't mess up, basically. So without any further ado, new game, please enter my name. I'm just gonna do one. I'll do story mode because I have no idea. Day 1, the election. I keep looking into the viewfinder thing so I can see me. I need to look at the lens. Oh, I thought it was a bit laggy, but it's not, it's fine.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. Alright mate,
I'm done
Dave here.
already.
Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now don't worry, it's not hard and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is turn the master switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Take on 4 old ladies from East Green.
My Salad Weekly.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning
Exorcist.
The Shape of Now.
What? Crazy. This one? Oh, I have to hold it. Come to Bumbly. I think that's how you say it. Alan James? Oh, I don't know. I did it.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. Time to show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
I did it.
Okay,
I did
all
it.
good. Next thing is going to be to throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax,
Okay.
mate. It's all gravy.
I'm cool.
Corners Andy's totally independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular.
So this is what I see. This is what they see.
And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advantage.
Oh, okay, I'll go press number
to
2.
hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic.
Right. Button 2 in 3, 2, 1, now. Lovely, mate.
I'm the best.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Okay. I got this. I could be a news editor. Easy job, gig, whatever it's called. Easy.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now. Lovely, mate.
Oh, the best.
Best. The landslide victory.
For those itches. Ah, I'm gonna die.
is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change, but critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Great, it's going well. All you got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you
Fair
want.
enough.
I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
Alrighty then.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need
Oh,
you to fill it.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse you with any big words.
It's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
Remember anything.
I'm
So
deeply
could I play, like, if I wanted to, could I just... Oh, never mind. I guess not.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the
Oh,
talking.
shit.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those.
Easy.
Might as well get screen 1 selected now.
I could do
You don't need to
that.
wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
This dude looks familiar.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Night.
Did it. I did it.
Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
popular
Megan on
reporter
screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
Shopbot
Blunderclatch
films.
on screen 3 when she says his name.
Okay.
By none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell
I think I did it right.
you that being with you here today is among
Switch to
the
2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you
Give us a
know
look
him?
at Megan's
He's a
reaction.
wonderful chap, he really is.
Lovely. Now back to Thunder.
Fuck the twat.
I
Brilliant.
said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in
I
this
messed up a
movie is
bit.
quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Get back to who's talking.
Oh, yeah.
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it,
Okay, this is easy. I got this down.
what drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to
I'm-
answer.
Keep it
Like
quiet.
you.
I'm concentrating. Don't talk to me.
I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Is this the
now
game?
you're asking. Historic election results. Indeed, historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
What happens if I just like...
I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics,
Oh,
one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry. He
why
won't.
are you censored it?
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Russia's room together once the broadcast's over.
I could change. I really want to. I want to change. I want to change.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
I could get fired though. So...
No, Lance, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
What the... Oh, is this just a movie trailer? I thought this was actually the thing.
Dr. Hemlock.
I'm losing it.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
Looks like an interesting movie. Did they say it was a movie or a TV show? Kind of looks like a TV show.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all.
When do I change that?
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play
Oh,
another
right.
ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count your
Yes,
in.
I do know. Thank you. So I pressed B then.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master
Yes.
screen, here.
Yes.
When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights
Yes.
up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard
right, okay.
for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll
I
get
got
it.
this.
And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line.
Look at that, I'm a
Of
pro.
course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's
I don't
why
really
real
censor my
professionals
stuff.
do it by ear.
Although I don't
Most
really
people
record,
like to
so...
have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good.
Right.
You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember,
So it's-
button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time your family...
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your
And a
keyboard,
lawyer and a
1 to
TV
4.
personality running the country. Seriously?
Wait, so I press now?
5,
Oh no.
4, 3.
Welcome
Look at that.
And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance
too loud.
address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed.
Shall I start?
Get ready to
Okay.
leave.
Well, thank you all for coming, and well, where do I start? What a day!
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny. Coarser than a
Memorably
granny's...
put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer.
Okay, I got this. I got this.
So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act.
I got this.
Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in
Oh,
the
sorry.
country with wealth
It's
over
fine.
$1 million.
You know the sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth off
This is a bit weird.
no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got no
I got the census down.
Earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. But first, you're going to pay first. You're going to pay.
Okay,
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation
got this.
of
I got
warring
this.
individuals
I
into warring individuals.
think I keep saying
Properly
that.
fund health and education, to raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's
kind of on
absolute
edge.
ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your
I'm
sports
getting
cars
confused.
and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from interesting acceptance speech. And
I did it.
apologies for the fruity language. And
Fruity
apologies
language.
for that leaked out for you in
That's
time.
one way of saying it.
If not, someone's going to be in
Fruity
trouble. If
language.
not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National
Okay.
That's all from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful.
And we're out.
Right,
Good job,
looks like
everybody.
you've got it
See you
now.
tomorrow.
Thanks for all the help, mate.
Okay.
Gotta go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back.
Ferry.
Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not going for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Try not to get murdered. What a thing to say. Okay, look, I got A+. Never go back to school. I mean, in British schools we don't really get A's and stuff. It's more, I don't know, depends what school you're in, I guess. I mean, my school we never got like A's, B's, or C's or anything. We got like levels. entry levels and stuff like that.
You can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now.
Okay.
Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the
I've only
bottom
done
there
one.
to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to
So this is
tonight's
what I did.
National Nightly
Okay, I'm ready
News.
for this.
But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies.
Oh, this brings me back.
Taking us all the way
That's
up
so
to
weird.
11:15, where, as
So
usual,
what now is we got like
Dr.
controls
Amy
and stuff,
Atkinson
so
will be grilling
we don't
his
really.
guests in Incisors.
Well, I guess you can
and
fast
tonight
forward
sees a return
controls.
for leading
But
economist
it's not the
Katie
same.
Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National.
Points tonight.
Right.
Moving on up.
Let's see how I did.
Election win that experts said
So this is
just
what it
couldn't
was like for the public.
Hopeful or hostile?
Public.
Controversy as global mega corporation Remington Cyst buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated.
Thunder twat. Did the Australian dude say? I think he's Australian.
To hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory.
Thunder twat.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I think I did pretty well. Well, so far anyway. That's all. Oh,
With an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory.
okay. Yeah. I want to get to the thunder twat bit.
It's a steal! We're crazy deal! We don't care if you've been naughty or nice. We got
I put
green
this
sofas,
up?
red sofas, brown cushions, pink cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. These
pink
deals
sofa.
are unreal. You've got people coming over at Christmas. You've got an aunt. She's going to leave a step.
I don't like the sound of it. I didn't even. I didn't put this in. I didn't. But right. Yeah, this advert's a bit boring, to be honest. It's just talking about sofas and stuff.
Shock election winners.
It's too weird.
To
I
the
love it.
Shopbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you
Thunder
so
twat.
much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
So you've just finished filming your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Medicated.
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap. He really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful.
Good for you.
And am I right in saying that the character you play in this
Alright, I'm gonna just skip to the bit. Oi!
Enter Doctor.
He swears.
Is that? I'm really. I'm apologize.
Well,
Sorry, I said.
no.
Is that? Not fuck things up.
Yes, well,
Sorry, I said. Is that? I'm really. I'm apologize.
Well,
Sorry.
Lawrence, I believe you brought in a clip from The Medicated, which opens next week around the country. Lawrence, do
That's
tell us
too
what's
good.
going
I
on.
love that.
I'd be delighted. This is a really pivotal
fix, man.
scene where my character.
Right, okay. Oh, wait. So he does his little advert thing here. Yeah. Trailer. Or sneak peek. Whatever you want to call it. And then this weird commercial. Or advert in Britain.
Yes.
Honestly, here we go.
Well, Where do I start?
I did
What
bad on
a
this.
day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Could I
Sorry
just
about
kept
that. I'm
like
gonna
censoring the whole thing?
Pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's.
Memorably put.
Fanny?
But to be honest,
Fanny's
who
a
can
swear word?
blame Peter for celebrating?
Is that bad?
Throughout the campaign, you've
Fanny.
heard us say that Advance are not a political party.
In Britain, we just
A party's
we
what you
use
have
Fanny
when
as
things
like
are going well.
also
When
like
the
stop
country is
Fanny
suffering,
around
you don't need a
or
party.
to
You
describe
need
the
a
ones
team. A team that can change things.
robots.
But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their pants on and opening their dusty
Hearing
checkbook.
stuff.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers.
Okay. I just want to hear him swear. That's the funniest bit.
Or creative.
Well, to me anyway. Right, here we go.
I've got public school snobs. I've got nowhere to hide.
Is it public or private? I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Okay, well, that's that then. What do I do back?
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at.
Oh, I was supposed to carry on.
Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
I'll do that another time, I guess. I'll just save now and quit. Anyway, so yeah, that was this game. Can't remember the name of it. Not for broadcast. I read it. Yeah, so that was not for broadcast. If you guys enjoyed it, I will be doing more videos on this because this is kind of funny. So, but obviously I don't know when I would get around to it. Obviously, a lot of stuff is
Our
happening.
main headlines tonight.
But yeah. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you all later.
Well, that's a very bloody